Well, turning now to the devastating wildfires in eastern Washington. We're getting a look inside the fire line as crews face extremely dangerous conditions while battling the Old Trails fire. It's one of 3 wildfires burning across parts of Spokane, along with the Autumn Lane fire and the Fairview fire. This is video from Spokane Valley Engine 9 showing fire crews working to protect as many homes as possible and to stop the flames from moving deeper into neighborhoods. The department says it's grateful for the courage, teamwork, and commitment of every working firefighter. And across our state, the skies are filled with smoke, even in areas hundreds of miles away from the fires in Spokane. Fox 13 turned to the experts to ask about the smoke forecast specifically and when it's expected to be the worst. Joining us now is the lead forecaster for the Department of Ecology, Beth Friedman. Beth, it's a busy time for you. We appreciate you joining us.
Great, thank you. Happy to be here.
Well, the smoke forecast shows impacts are going to last for a few days. What can people here in Western Washington expect?
Yeah, so smoke is beginning to mix down to the surface along the west slopes of the Cascades and in the southern Puget Sound. Smoke also is increasing in southwest Washington as smoke is traveling west through the Columbia Gorge. And while there might be some slight improvement tonight, for the most part, air quality tomorrow will look very similar to today's conditions.
So they've already started canceling some of the national night outs where communities come together because of the smoke. In terms of hazardous smoke, where are we at right now?
Mostly unhealthy for sensitive groups, maybe some pockets of unhealthy air quality, and then also moderate air quality where smoke hasn't quite gotten to yet. But that said, Puget Sound Clean Air Agency is forecasting mostly unhealthy for sensitive groups to unhealthy air quality, and areas on the western slopes of the Cascades might have pockets more of unhealthy air quality as well. So
yeah, and we have sea level all the way, up to high elevation on the pass. Where is it going to be the worst, and really what time of day? The afternoons or the mornings?
Well, with the light winds, it's going to be persistently fairly consistent throughout the day. There might be, again, some slight improvement tonight with some cleaner marine air pushing south, but for the most part, there isn't that strong push of winds from the west that will bring in really clean marine air to scour out the smoke.
Okay, and for those that are very sensitive, what are the things you can do to use to protect yourself?
Yes, if you can stay inside with cleaner air, try to do so. You can filter indoor air with a portable air cleaner with a HEPA filter, a box fan filter, or you can set your HVAC system to recirculate. If closing windows and doors will lead to unsafe temperatures, it is also quite warm out there, then local fire stations or health districts are great resources for clean air or cooling shelters. And if you do have to go outside, wear a well-fitting N95 mask, can limit physical exertion, and stay hydrated as best you can.
And as you look at the conditions with these really hot temperatures coming over the next couple of days, does that make it worse for the smoke, or is it really more about the winds?
Right now, it's really more about the winds that have drawn in that smoke from the east, that are drawing in that smoke, and then there isn't that big push of winds bringing in that cleaner marine air. So it's mostly about the light winds right now.
Okay, well, we'll hope for the best, but plan for the worst. Beth Friedman with the Department of Ecology, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's bring in Fox 13 meteorologist Claire Anderson. So how long is this air quality alert going to be in effect for Western Washington?
Here's what's interesting, guys. This afternoon, they have now extended it until Thursday at 5 p.m. Yesterday, they were expecting it through Wednesday. The further west you go out towards the ocean, it will expire sooner, but I do think they're keeping it in effect because we will still see those smoky skies through Thursday. The worst of it, like we were hearing today, into early tomorrow, but still hazy conditions.
Yeah, and you were saying that you have family in Wenatchee.
Yeah.
They have really terrible air quality right now to the point where they can't even stay there.
No, I had family call today and say, can we come stay with you? Because it is so bad they can't go outside. You can't see across the river from one side of Wenatchee to the other. Inhalers are being used. My cousin's saying, I have a headache. We got to get out of here. Even kids, they like to go play outside. My cousins are riding around in their basement because they don't want them outside. And that's the saddest part is, you can't be outside for long without being affected by it.
Well, we're lucky then that it's not as bad here, but what's the timeline like over the next couple of days?
Okay, so we will be seeing better air quality by the end of the week. And the reason for that is, of course, we've got high pressure over us bringing the offshore flow, which just means wind coming from the east is blowing into western Washington. By the end of the week, we see a weather pattern change. We're going to see onshore flow. Think of Mother Nature's air conditioning. Clean, fresh ocean air is going to blow in late Thursday into Friday, and that will bring us the cleaner air for western Washington. Unfortunately, eastern Washington, we're still going to see a lot of that smoke because they're right in the thick of it.
So there's a lot to break down. Like you said, though, it has been expanded, but if you live in our side, on the west side here, Friday, weekend, kind of okay.
I do think it will get a lot better by Friday, Saturday. Thursday is kind of that in-between day where they are still saying it's going to be a little bit smoky, a little hazy. What you might have noticed also today is you're starting to smell it. Yesterday, it was more in the upper atmosphere. It was kind of hazy and orange. Today, I stepped outside and I can actually smell the smoke. And I don't know about you guys, but when I start hearing about smoke, I go back several years ago. Remember when it was so bad here? We couldn't see anything. It was so poor air quality. So we are all looking to not get that bad. But of course, it's always important to be aware and just always be cautious. Maybe limit your time. Don't go for a run outside today. Maybe go to the treadmill. Limit your time outside and take those tips seriously because we don't want anyone feeling unwell.
All right, great advice. Thank you, Claire.
Thank you, Claire.